7 out of 10. East Coast Mountain.
We'll be agreeing with that. 7 out of 10.
My name is Koetzner. I've been skiing since I was probably 4 years old. I learned to ski at Stratton Mountain. That mountain I call my home now. I worked there last season, and now I went back this year one time. It was an excellent, fun time. I'm here today. I'm an athlete, student athlete here at Iona, and I've been doing the skiing, being an athlete, all at the same time.
Hey, my name is Sanchez. I'm a student and an athlete here at Iona. I've been snowboarding now for probably 5-6 years. I've switched over from skiing because skiing was just too easy for me, and ended up just enjoying snowboarding so much more.
The drive this winter was no COVID. Gas prices were on the low for quite a while.
So me and Tom, kind of decided to do this project because we wanted an escape. The winter was long and cold, and so we decided, hey, let's just get out of here for a little bit. Let's try to escape our student athlete lives and our school lives as well. But
Peak was an excellent mountain. It was just a small, little mountain in the middle of New Hampshire, and it was in a perfect spot. It wasn't too far. Snow was always excellent. Sick mountain, 100% night skiing. It was an excellent experience. Definitely would go back to Pat's Peak.
did it really now?
Yes, it did.
Yes, it did. Pat's Peak was super fun. Small mountain, but quiet. I really like that because we weren't looking for anything big just yet. Super quiet, super fun. They had this mogul trail. I'm not a huge fan of moguls, but this mogul trail was sweet. It's like a double black diamond, so we just lapped that all day long. So Pat's was great. I loved the mountain.
Day 1, Pat's Peak, New Hampshire.
This jump up.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be here.
Snow showers ongoing in the Manchester area and right along I-93 and 95, seeing the snow shower action up into southern.
Are you gonna clean this off now?
Yeah.
Waterville was also good. We had some good groomers there, honestly. It was less about the powder, but we had some awesome groomers. I mean, we basically got first chair there. That was the first time I think we did that. And it was sweet. I mean, we were just flying down those runs. Bluebird day out, beautiful weather. I just really enjoyed that one as well. I was a little, that was probably the farthest one that we had done at first. So we were just kind of experimenting still, and that was a fun mountain. Okay, I'm good.
It was a good early season trip. We went very early to Waterville, so there's minimal snow coverage, but we went after an 8-inch snowstorm, so we got some fresh snow, first fresh snow day of the year. We went there in late December, so it was a good time. It was fun. We always have a good time at Waterville. All over the place was a lot, especially on my car and on us, but we still did it. The car still runs fine. I could use an oil change, but other than that, it's going good. Get this It's good. I mean, the driving is just part of the journey. It's always part of the journey. Like, you always find something good to listen to and just drive. Once you get to your destination, you go out, you perform, and then you go back home the next day.
Mainly it was driving. There was a time when we were trying to get back from Cannon. It was -9 out, -10, and the car, first of all, almost didn't start. It's pretty bad. It needs a new oil change now, as I've been told, but it almost didn't start, and then we drove pretty much 7 hours, which was terrible, but we made it back in one piece, and so the driving was pretty hard. For me personally, trying to film the whole thing was pretty hard. You know, we were going down some fast runs. The fire's not too bad. know, filming it was pretty hard. But other than that, it was smooth sailing, I would say.
Canon was extremely confusing because you didn't know where you were going. The map made no sense. The tram, of course, was closed because it's old as heck. And it just made no sense. Like they had good runs, very good runs. But the chairs were slow. The mountain made no sense. Their only high speed went to nowhere, and it just was a choppy mountain, in my opinion.
It was very strange. I thought their Living Legend slogan was very strange. The whole mountain layout was like one chairlift, but that didn't even go anywhere. Like it was what's it called, the high-speed one, and so it didn't go anywhere. It was very strange. But the runs were like weirdly short and didn't lead to the right places. It wasn't very well laid out, but it was a fun mountain if you knew kind of what you were doing on it, I felt.
Are we going down again? Okay.
Yeah, look at that.
The peak is just gonna emerge out of the house.
Yeah, it's literally just gonna emerge.
It's just me more at the house now.
It was a little long. It was a long drive up, and then it was a wet drive back. I remember sitting on the chairlift and thinking to myself, this was a mistake. But it was slushy. It was wet. We thought we would cross this kind of like rain-snow line, but it was a little bit farther up from us, and it was some heavy snow. And I think we were really feeling it that day. It was a long day for both of us with some sketchy kind of fun, I would say.
was an interesting day. The drive up, we had some interesting experiences in the car at 4 a.m. Snowplows were slinging slush everywhere, all over the road. Little windshield scare got us going. We got to Catamount, thought it was gonna snow the whole night. Did not snow the whole night. We got there, it was a slushy mess below mid-mountain. Top of the mountain was alright. Some soft spots. The bottom of the mountain was some heavy slush. You got stuck in that snow, you were not moving. You were stuck to the ground. Terrible.
Magic was fun. The red chair was freezing. The ride down was basically just a sheet of ice, blue ice, completely clear with ski racers just pounding it down right next to you. So we were hanging with some of those guys. It was completely ice on the way down, and you would heat up a little bit, and then you'd sit on the chair as you were going up, and it was just freezing. So cold. I think that was the coldest conditions we skied in all season. So luckily that was kind of our last trip, but still a fun one, even though it was a little cold.
Extremely cold. We went with my mom on this trip, and it was just frigid. We stayed in a log cabin, which absolutely froze to death the night before. Skied all day, absolutely froze. Realized I need more equipment to get better, to stay warm for longer. And just, it was an all around just a long day. But it was good in the end, because we just left early, got out, got home, and felt fine the next day because we really did minimal skiing because of the extremely slow chairlifts.
That trail is really good.
Gore was definitely the best and the last trip of the season. Even though it was the last, it definitely has a special place because we got 18 inches of snow the day before, and this is a day, 2 days before. I was like, Oliver, we're going. We're gonna send it. I know we have practice the day of. We sent it up there that night, slept in the shadiest motel I've ever slept in. The room key opened the wrong door and there was people in it. And I would just walk in the door and the kids looking at me like, what the like, close the door, this kid like scarred for life. Sketchiest motel, never going back there again. Gore though, definitely going back. 18 inches of fresh snow, it's up to my knees, hitting the woods, going off cliff jumps. It was a great time in Gore.
Gore was super fun. That was one of my main goals for this project and the season. I wanted to ski powder so badly. And I said to Tom, we gotta ski powder. We gotta ski powder. And so we got to Gore, and the first trail we went down was this like, it was just kind of like a sort of flat trail. It was kind of like traversing the mountain. So we kept to another one. And I just like kind of hopped off the edge, and it was just like this soft, knee-deep stuff. Oh, it was glorious. I never wanted to leave, and it was perfect. It was perfect.
One of my favorite stories was probably at Gore. We got there, we did not know what to expect. I've been to Gore personally before, Oliver's never been there, so I know some pockets on Gore where pretty good snow can be. And we went up there after the snowstorm and I was like, alright Oliver, it into these little nooks and crannies that I know, and we'll see what happens. And they all had some nice potential, nice snow on the ground, and there was good trails the whole weekend. And we got back and we were like, fuck. And we didn't think it would be the last trip, but it ended up being the last one for the season, which sucked.
Favorite story? There are quite a few stories, but my favorite story was that one. Ooh man, were we at Waterville? We were out at this mountain, right? And you were going down that little woods trail, and Tom was going down this little woods trail, and it was like this huge cliff jump one, and I was filming, and I was sitting there, and he came down, and oh, sweet jump, and I was about to turn off the camera, and I just hear oof, the little tumble, and I turn, and he's sprawled out on the ground, and you know, waist deep in snow, and I was laughing, and he was like, stop filming it. It was really funny, and both of us were laughing, and so that was just a fun moment that happened out of nowhere. I do believe that was Gore. Yeah, it was Gore, and so Gore was super fun for all these reasons, but we had quite a few accidents there, quite a few fun ones. The next winter, we're gonna skin. We're gonna skin something. Mount Washington's, you know, on the table. New York's student pass is on the table. Stay close to home a little bit, but I think we'll have to see. Who knows where it might take us.
Next year, I mean, I did buy some brand new skinning equipment. I got brand new skinning bindings. I gotta get all tuned up and ready to go for next year. But the next year, the hope is to hit the COG, hike up Mount Washington, ski back down the COG railroad line, see what happens. That's the dream for next year. And to get some New York State passes. Stay in the state, hit Gore, hit Whiteface, hit Bel Air, stay local.
Let's look at him. Oh, jeez. Ladies and gentlemen, Thomas Koetzner.